a walk-up song. So Kumi surprised me with this, which I should have expected this, but you're the one who's controlling it. Okay, sorry. It's okay. So Michelle, who's also reading, was joking with me last week that like a speakeasy with poets is often like an exercise in traumatic, sexy business. So like I'm gonna like save the least traumatic, sexy poem for the end. So there you go. This first one I wrote last semester. And it actually like rips off a poem from Kamala, who isn't here. But that was like one of the exercises, so sort of sanctioned. It's called Instructional Valentine for Delinquent Boys. Oh, Valentines, do not go out in public dressed like a dull pendulum. Someone will want you for their own oscillation. How boring. Oh, Valentines, you are both peaches and booby traps, both boys and pieces of paper. You require instruction. For starters, use the blue arch of the eyebrows as a mirror. Use the blonde beehive to keep safe your secrets. You mysterious American brats, you boys of flowers and upsweeps. The wolf whistle is a tin can IOU. Keep it under your tongues. And the shape of the heart is delinquent. Remember to model your smile after the spasm it makes. Valentine's, February could teach you about looking at open doors, but not going through. The Queen could teach you about celebrity, eating a handful of dog shit and smiling for the camera. But it's the dog who knows about hunger, listening to his family's chests go thump, swing, thump, shh. Like white noise, you make such a racket trying to puzzle out the pattern. Just shush. But the other boys sing, paint your sweethearts a mural instead. F-sharps and red dresses, mermaid tails and filthy wanting. Give a lecture on the transvaluation of values, be as elegantly transgressive as self-love, dress like lovely orphans, Parisian criminals. Remember, winter is the sound of a boy's hairspray heart. Thump, swing, thump, shh. And sound is a Bunsen flame turned to high, and the blue at the base is the blue of the heart. Dusted with industrial polymers, but the boy is the product of chance. The box of jacks under a loose floorboard, the polyrhythm of forestry, the shape of sad arms. This next poem is like from forever ago. It's called Antitussive. But there was mulberry juice smeared on our bare asses, a garnet rough-hewn and fist-tight, 8 names for nightshade. That there was the pony's heart crashing between my knees, that her mind went soft when we fucked. I volunteer a few things about the world, that we are pulp in the papermaker's hands, that lust is a pale slip, slabs of oil paint, jasmine curl of a girl's neck. Of opiates, she said, sweat sheen, white bed linen, pipe tobacco, and oak. To be water cupped in your hands. Nipples, loose teeth, salt, and cherry pits find my way, find their way under my tongue. Her body, plated with gold leaf keening, finds its way too. I don't ask for the reason her hair is salient. She suckles pure silk and loves me like sharpest blue chicory flash. She doesn't ask for the story of the boy who shoved his dick in my face. The pink urgency winded me. I wept. The room smelled of boiled milk, and he finished himself. My body stiff against the quick rocking of him. It might be coagulation, it might be the metal splinter, for dark feathering around the eyes and mouth Ask for Lemore's elixir. Honey, camphor, flowers of benjamin, licorice, and salt. Ask for citrus, for feral yelping in the undergrowth. Ask to be jolted from wariness, to be cured like rawhide. Okay, so this last poem needs a little bit of an epigraph. It's in response to this artist collective project called the Cam Girls Project, which takes classic pieces of art with women's body and superimposes cut pieces of cam girl, still images from cam girl images over the top of them. And it also includes, you can't see it, they're in italics, it includes dialogue from interviews from teenage girls. Cam Girl Olympia. How it starts out. We see your whole body. We see your pretty face. How it starts out is a guy sees a girl's cleavage, and then he sees her boob, and then he sees her nipple. I know that because he told me. I'm proud to be a girl. We do whatever is so good. How it starts out is Manet sees your mule-slippered feet and then ties you a choker of black ribbon. I know that because your face says, do whatever. And maybe you are trying not to look at the cleft of your black maid's fingers, or noticing the carnelian droplets at her ears match her wet lips. So good. How it starts out, she plumps and piles the pillows for you. She loses her name in the wrinkle of embroidered silk, shiny, round thing, small as a seed pearl. We see your pretty prowess. We see your whole feather down. Manet told you lots of stuff about where to put your hand so he sees your belly and thigh and thinks, what else? What next? Your maid's arms full of rancid bloom. She argues with Manet over which orchid to tuck behind your ear. We see your whole blank expanse. We see your pretty confusion. That's sexy. But maybe now superimpose my hips or crop out your face, add mine on top. Show one part of my body, show one part of the whatever I do so good. The green light of the webcam, the hovering master's brush, thick rivulet of thigh and dark scabbed cheek. We see my pretty body, we see my whole face.